Hi everyone, Natasha here, and around my home today I am in my office. It is an absolutely gorgeous afternoon. This is not typical weather at all. It feels like fall, even though normally in the middle of August we are dying of heat and humidity. So I will take it. We're enjoying a slow afternoon. Everyone is kind of resting or doing their own thing. So I am up here in my office ready to plan out the next week in my Jane's Agenda Discbound planner. So grab your planners if you want to do some planning along with me. Stay tuned for that, and welcome to my office. Welcome back to my home. I'm so glad you're joining me today for another planner video. This week has been kind of a little off, I guess. I don't know. There's nothing really wrong. It's just one of those weeks where I feel like we're not quite ready for back to school. We have our fair going on, so there's sort of this buzz of excitement in the community because a lot of people are at the fair today and through the weekend. We went on Wednesday and really enjoyed ourselves. Again, the weather has been phenomenal. I think this is due to the hurricane that's out on the East Coast, but we'll take the cooler temps and gentle breezes. It's amazing. So besides all that, I have my planning supplies here. So I have my Jane's Agenda planner pouch or pen pouch that I usually keep my planner supplies in. And then this is a Jane's Agenda pen pouch that came in one of the subscription boxes a few months back, and it's in that beautiful shell color, so it matches my cover. And I just have all of my favorite friction pens and the different color options that I like to use for color coding in my planner. So we're going to set this aside, and actually I have one quick little unboxing I thought I'd share with you before we dive into the planner completely. So, and I'll probably mention this later down the road as we start talking about 2025 planners, but mine came in the other day, so I thought I'd just show you. I always get the Old Farmer's Almanac. What is this called? This is their annual planner, and it comes with some freebies. So this is the garden guide. I don't necessarily need that all the time, but it's just kind of fun to have. I wish I was more of a gardener, but that's one of those things on my list for someday when life is a little slower. That's something I'll do. And then I usually get the other batch, which comes with an old almanac reprint from the year 100 years back. So this is the 1925 version. Of course, this coming year's version of the almanac, and then this garden planner is garden calendar is what I hang in my office. So that's my wall calendar. So I just thought I'd show those to you real quickly in case you're kind of on the hunt for something pretty and functional like that. Hold on, let me get rid of these boxes. Okay, so let's see. I don't know that I really need to open these real quick with you, but it's just kind of fun to see what they look like. So you can get, oh, and I forgot, there's actually two in here. So you have 2 centuries. So this is the 1925 version, and it just has all kinds of information there. And I think these are just so fun to look through and kind of read some of the articles and things they're talking about. And then this is the 1825 version. So even older, which again, it's just so interesting to see the kinds of articles that are in here and the things that they're talking about. So I just kind of have those as a fun coffee table book, and they sit alongside my 2025 one. And this again is just kind of a fun reference. I do look at it sometimes for the weather or the recipes or just all kinds of goodies in there. And then the wall calendar, they have several wall calendar options. I think there's one that has like the moon phases. There's one that's for farming and gardening, or no, this is the gardening one. There's another one that's like, I gotta get the scissors to get that open. I don't know. There's several different options, but if you're looking for something kind of different and unique, I think these are really a nice option, and they're just pretty. I always like a pretty wall calendar and something that gives me space. I do use a larger one in the kitchen. That's our family calendar, but here in my office, this is what I like. Let me get rid of this cardboard here. There we go. Okay, so you can see that's what it looks like on any given month. I have a squeaky chair. So you'll have this beautiful cover image, which has some sort of floral or plant-based picture, and then some just tidbits about the holidays and the seasons. And then the wall calendar part looks like that. So each month is a different flower. I'll just kind of flip through and you can see some of these options, and just lots of pretty ones. And then at the back they have planting guides and things like that. And even this little 25-26 planner snapshot, sometimes I'll cut this out and put this in my planner. So just a little handy thing. This is what I was really hopping on here to show you, was the Wire O bound planner. And I use this at work because my day job, my accounting job, isn't super busy. I don't have tons of appointments necessarily. I do more of the admin work in the office, and so I use it for keeping track of my task list. So I usually just use one of my dot markers and make several dots on the day for my task list. And then I also use the monthly calendar for tracking some of our different clients' ongoing bills or ongoing payments that we make for them, so that I know where we fall, because sometimes it's every other month, every other week, it just depends. So you can see as I flip through, each month has its own theme and colorway, which is really pretty. It does have the holidays here at the front, and then on each day it'll have just some little tidbit, which is also just kind of fun. And you can see at the side that there's like a colored square. So when you're looking at the calendar from the edge, there we go, you can kind of see all those different color blocks there as you flip through. There's October, all that. So anyway, just thought I'd show what I'm going to be using at work for my planning and list keeping in 2025. Now back to what we need to do today, which is to set up for the next week in my planner. So I will kind of flip through what I have going on so far. So here we are, this is Friday, and we have, I don't know, I have been trying to get things done this week, but I feel like I'm just having a hard time focusing and really getting a lot done. And that's okay. It's a week where I'm home with my daughter a lot, and like I mentioned, we have the fair going on, so it's just kind of hard to stay focused on being super productive, because I want to spend time with her and enjoy some of these fun times that are going on in our community. So I'm trying to just balance and do a little bit of both, keeping up with most of my things, but I didn't end up printing out the daily checklist for this week. But I'll show you, we're going to add that in for next week. So here we are, we're in zone 2. I did manage to do a fair amount of zone cleaning this week for the kitchen area, partly just because I'm in the kitchen a lot, so it's easier for me to do those areas of the house that I spend a lot of time in. So we are here on Friday, and I still am enjoying having this little folded over technique where as I work through the pages and the days, I'll just fold over. Like yesterday I had it folded over and my page marker was here, so I could open to Thursday, and now today I've moved the page marker, so it's real easy to flip open to Friday. And what I'm going to do is actually take this tab off, and we're going to go ahead and flip to next week. And I'm going to start off by grabbing my zone cleaning page. So I did get more printed. So this is my daily routines tracker that I created. And I know someone had asked about getting these as a printable. I'm working on it, just haven't had a chance to do it yet, but keep an eye out. If I get them done for this video, they'll be down in the description. I hopefully will get it done this weekend before this video goes live, but if not, just check in the next several days, because I am working on it. It just may take me a few days to get that done. And then I need zone 3 because we're going into the 3rd week of August. So I'm going to pull that out as well. Sometimes I keep these zone cleaning and daily routines pages back here. This week I want to try putting them up front. So I'm going to put a little magnet clip on it like that, and that just kind of reminds me that I need to turn the page and get to the other one behind it. Let's go ahead and fill this out. So this is going to be for the week of August 11 to the 17th. And I'm noticing I need to make my little line longer, but that's okay. So we have that. Same thing here. This is going to be for, now this one starts on Monday, so I'm gonna do August 12th through the weekend of the 18th. Okay. So now I have those in here, which it helps me to see these when I flip open my planner and I'm just looking at my daily task list. When I have these routine pages in here and trackers, it does help me to remember to do those things. So the other thing I want to do is pull out these 2 pages for the week. Actually, 1, 2, and 3. And set my planner aside open to the monthly day, and I haven't gone through and updated this list yet, but I did get this page basically set up. So this is my monthly setup. You saw how I had it decorated. Now I've gone in and added things like our recurring tasks, like the trash and the recycling gets taken out every week. I've added in all of our appointments and the fun stuff and the haircut. Nope, I don't have my haircut in here, but I think I need to check on it. I think I have one scheduled, but I can't remember when. And I feel like I just went through my digital calendar and it wasn't showing up on there. So maybe I don't have one scheduled. I need one. So that's why it's on my radar that I want to make sure I get a haircut scheduled. And I think that's pretty much all you need to see with that. So I'm just going to set my planner aside up in the corner, and real quickly we'll just go through and write down any appointments. I'm going to use what I can out of my 4-color pen, but sometimes it's nice just to grab these individual friction pens there. And what has been working pretty well is to use the friction highlighter in this kind of pretty light blue color. So I'm going to use this for some task squares here for my focus for the week. And then I need to add in my affirmations. So I might do that at the end so I can speed it up a little bit, but I want to go through first and just kind of set up the page. So I'm going to do, I need to get caught up with my daughter's memory book. I was doing really good, and then this week I just sort of haven't pulled it out in the mornings, and my morning routine has been kind of off, and we're just doing different things every day, different from our normal routines. So I feel like everything is kind of off kilter right now, and it's no big deal. It's just one of those where I open my planner, I'm like, well, maybe next week I'll get back on track a little more. But like I mentioned, I'm also trying to really just enjoy the last bits of summer with my daughter. I did finish my August setup in here. Well, no, I didn't, because I still need to do my task list. So I think I'm just going to leave the actual list here empty for now, because I want to see what I get done over the next couple of days. But I do want to grab, now I thought I used, yeah, I'm going to use my Tombow. This is a 553. And I liked having an errands list down here. So I'm going to create that again. It helps me to have a place where I know to look to make sure I'm getting all the errands in when I'm in town. But it also helps because then when I think of things that are an errand I need to run, I know to add them to this list, and then it becomes a pretty thorough list when I'm actually out running the errands. Okay, so I do have that, and I'll go ahead and do, I feel like the, well, I guess that Tombow works. I'm gonna change it up this week though and use my friction highlighter to make my little task blocks here. Okay, so now I've got plenty of spots for that. Now let's put in the appointments and things that I have going on. So So I need to flip back to my monthly view. So at 10 o'clock, it's the Jane's Agenda Master Plan 365, where she goes live on her YouTube page. And I know at 6:30, it's my monthly Chamber of Commerce meeting. And I am the secretary, so I do have to be there. And at noon, we always have Leader Live, which is kind of a Facebook Live training or pep talk, or just look ahead at what's coming for all of the directors and hire in Jordan Essentials. So sometimes it's with Nancy, our owner, sometimes it's one of the other ladies in the office or one of the higher level directors. So that's everything on Monday. And then my work schedule means I'll be working Tuesday with Stephanie. And I want to add the fact that recycling needs to go out. Whoops. In preparation for the pickup on Wednesday. And on the 13th, my daughter has a dentist appointment. Oh, and on the 14th, she's going to be babysitting. So she's gotten a new little job this summer where she's kind of a mother's helper. So she goes along with, it's actually the grandmother and the two kids, and she's just a little bit older than the oldest of the two kids, and so she works as like the extra pair of hands, and the little boy just loves her, so it works out well because he doesn't tend to run away. He wants to stay right by her. So when they go out and do outings, they bring her along as kind of a mother's helper or grandmother's helper. And she's been really enjoying it and getting some good practice and experience just caring for children, but also having grandma right there. So she's not fully in charge yet. All right. And then work schedule. And then we have open house at school. So that's always fun, where you bring in the backpack and all the supplies and get to meet the teacher in your new classroom. We actually still need to get her school supplies together. We're kind of falling behind on that. Oh, and I just noticed somehow I did do affirmations there, but I must have just missed this week. I thought I had gone through and done them all, so that, I guess I missed these 3 days. No big deal. All right, so then let me look ahead on the 16th and 15th. I'm getting off a little bit. 15th is the open house. 16th, 17th, and 18th, we don't have anything going on, so that'll be good. I'm going to remind myself to make sure the trash goes out on Sunday. And that way I have all of my appointments in. I think I'm looking ahead. There's a couple coming up the first week of school, and that might be what I'm thinking of, but I don't have anything. Yeah. All right. So that gives me a good setup. Let's go ahead and add the affirmations quickly. Hold on. Okay. So this is my Jane's Agenda notebook cover. And in here is where I keep my morning affirmations, devotionals, just reading, things like that. So I'm actually going to use my Louise Hay book here, and I need to flip to the 9th and get my affirmation in real quick. I think I'm just going to, sometimes I use like all of the colors. I think today I'm just going to use this one. Okay, so that gives me all my affirmations now for the week, and we can put everything back in my planner. And just like that, I feel like I have gotten a good start to things, kind of ready to go as we head into the next week. So let's see, here's my daily. This is where this needs to go. And then I'll have my 2 cleaning checklist and affirmation pages there, and then the rest of the week. And the only thing I'll still need to go in and do if I want to is add the weather in this space here. And I've been putting a menu plan or meal idea down here on the bottom. Haven't kept up with that very well this week either, but I did get the weather in there and then didn't get it in anywhere else. And I've just sort of been winging it for dinner. So it'll feel good to kind of get back on track and start out ready for the week. So that is everything I needed to do to get my planner set up. I hope that was fun for you to get to see my process as I begin a new week in my Discbound planner. And most importantly, don't forget to mark your calendars while you have your planner out. Let me show you really quickly what I'm talking about. So on the 22nd of August, Jane's Agenda is having their anniversary sale. It'll start at noon Pacific time, so check your local time compared to noon Pacific, and it'll run through the weekend and all the way through Monday at noon Pacific as well. I'm in Central Time, so for me it's 2 p.m. So definitely keep an eye out for that. There's going to be some really cool things coming. I might even have a sneak peek or two of some items, and I'm excited about some of the goodies that are going to be coming to the shop. Like there's a new Nori snap-in cover. Jane just showed us that in the Thursday Plan and Peek live. She does a Thursday live video on YouTube every week where she kind of shows us upcoming things or unboxings, and then Monday is Master Plan 365. So check out Jane's Agenda over at YouTube, and I'll have a link down below because I am a Jane's Agenda affiliate. So if you're doing any shopping, I always appreciate when you use my special link, and that gives them the message that you heard about Jane's Agenda from me. Doesn't cost you anything, just lets them know that I am doing my job as an affiliate and sharing Jane's Agenda I absolutely love the products. There's nothing about the company that I don't love. So it's something I'd be using anyway, and I appreciate that I can give you a little bit of a sneak peek sometimes and share some of the products that way. Plus, if you're brand new to Jane's Agenda, there is a discount code you can use on your first order. But definitely check out that anniversary sale because there's going to be discounts off the top for your entire order. There's going to be special releases and new things coming. There's going to be new things on sale. So it's a great time to grab some of your favorite planning supplies from Jane's Agenda. Other than that, thanks so much for joining me. I hope that was fun and helpful for you to do some planning along with me. I hope you're set up for the week and feeling good about the start of the week ahead. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button down below. Have a good one, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.